Hey everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyersguy, and welcome to this week's edition of Throwback Flyersguy. Yes, I know today is Wednesday, but the reason I'm doing this episode today is because today is September 11th, and I want to come on here and tell you my 9/11 story, where I was, what I was doing, and how I felt about it. So it all started on Tuesday, September 11th, 2001. I got up in the morning, watched the news, had breakfast, waiting for the bus to come. I was in high school at the time. I was about 14 years old, I think, and I was entering it was the second week of my first year of high school. So I was waiting for the bus. I get on the bus. I go to school. I do my thing. No big deal. I go to my homeroom class, and then I head to my history class, and I remember this like it was yesterday, like it happened yesterday. We were in me and my class, we were all in history class, and one of my class roommates came in. We have class roommates. It's a school for people with disabilities. So the classroom aide came in and said that a plane had hit the World Trade Center in New York City. At first, I didn't believe it. I thought that they were shooting a movie or doing something buck wild or some shit. Then I realized this really happened. And I'm in a history class, and something like this, I've never experienced something like this. I was in history class, and when I heard about it, I was a nervous wreck, exiting class. We sat in our homeroom and watched the whole thing transpire on TV. And that's the first time I ever seen something so devastating happen in real life. I mean, I've seen stuff like this happen in movies. And I was looking at the TV screen. I was just saying it. I'm like, this is really happening. And I just couldn't believe what was going on. I was just in disbelief the whole day. We ended up all getting a half day that day. We were sent home early, and the bus broke down. We had to get a new bus. And I can remember one of my friends, Jose, said, I wonder if this is happening to buses all over the world. And that literally freaked me out. And I was on my way home. My brother was here. Said my sister-in-law was here. My sister Megan was at home as well. And we were all in my mom's room watching what was going on, and we were just talking, saying, this is effed up. This really is effed up. And we were just looking at each other the whole time, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm trying to get on with my day. But in the back of my mind, I'm scared to death. I really am. I'm scared to death. I remember eating dinner, and I wasn't really even hungry. You know, I said, what just happened? It was a long day. It felt like a long day. And remember me talking to my dad and me asking him, how could somebody do something like that? How could anybody do something like that? And I swear, my dad had the same look that I had on my face. Disbelief, sadness. He was at a loss for words. I remember him just sitting out front of our house on the steps. And I knew that he was sad. I knew from what happened. He was sad. This was a sad day for this country. A sad day for any country. And the fact that this happened, it really made me think about life and how short life is and how quickly you can lose that life. Because there were people in that building that died on that day. People that lost their lives in an instant. And it was just a regular day of them going to work. They had no idea that they were going to get killed that day. They were just doing what they were going to do. They were doing their jobs. And they got killed for it. And the fact that this happened, it really made me think about life and how precious life can be. For so many people that lost their lives on that day. And here I am worrying about the Flyers. They're going to win the Stanley Cup, or if they're going to get the best trades. This is a tough day. September 11th is a hard day. It was a hard day for everyone. I had trouble sleeping that night. I didn't get much sleep. And I woke up in the morning and I was exhausted. I couldn't get much sleep after what happened. And how could anybody sleep after the country was under attack like that? How can anybody sleep? 9/11 was a horrible day. It was a horrible day for all of us. And it was more horrible for the people that had to live through that day. Because there were people, there were people that lost their lives that day. People with families, people with kids, people with brothers, sisters, mothers and fathers that lost their loved ones on that horrible day. September 11th is a tough day. But it showed us how precious life can be. It makes you think. You see, we all complain that we don't have the best houses, the best cars, the best things. And we were all doing that when there were people that lost their lives that day. And it made us think we need to change our ways of living. We need to stop hating each other. Because September 11th, it was a tough day for this country. It's a tough day, but I just want to thank the brave people that fought for our country on that day. For the people still fighting today. I also want to thank the great firefighters from New York City that risked their lives to save people, try and save people. I also want to thank the City of New York for helping us all. I just want to thank all the great police officers in New York as well that risked their lives on that day. My condolences go out to the city of New York City. Yeah, they're our rivals. when it comes to hockey. But on that day, there were people just like us. And at the end of the day, there are people just like us. And I don't wish that on anybody, that attack on anybody. So let's remember, this is a day of remembrance. A day to remember how precious life is and how life can go and how it can all go away in an instant. And that's what that day showed us. It was a normal day, but it turned out to be a tragedy. I'm Timmy Flyersguy, and thank you for listening to my story. I want to send my love to the city of New York, the New York Fire Department, the New York Police Department, and a lot of the military people that helped out and helped out in the cleanup after the towers were destroyed. We all need to remember how precious life is and how it could end in an instant. On this day, America was where we came together as one, tried to help one another. Some of us may have lost our lives that day, but what happened that day is just a lesson. It's a lesson to all of us. And I have to say, that day really, after that day, I really started to grow as a person after that day. Because, I was just a selfish little teenager. I was a selfish teenager back then. I was misguided. There were times in my life I hung out with the wrong people that I thought were my friends. But now I feel like I've grown up because of that. And this is a day of remembrance. And I'll always remember the next day hearing about the Flyers and the Rangers, two hockey teams that were rivals, going at it in a preseason game. There was a lot of fisticuffs in that game, a lot of goal scoring, but the game was put on hold for solidarity between the city of Philadelphia and the city of New York. Yes, the Rangers were our rivals. They were our rivals. But they were affected by 9/11 as well. They had families in New York. The Rangers had families in New York. Maybe some of the Flyers had families in New York. But that was the day two teams put their rivalry on hold for solidarity. I'm Timmy Flyersguy, and thank you for joining me, and thank you for listening. I'm sorry if I got a little emotional in this video, but I was there that day, and I wasn't in New York, but I saw what happened. It literally broke my heart. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Remember, don't ever take life for granted, because you never know when things might change.